My name's Rendi and welcome back to the Defence Saga. In this series we're going to be building one of the most rare and beautiful accounts I've ever gotten my hands on that has items and stats and quests that can't be replicated. I'm all about building trophy accounts, I always have been, and that's why today we're going to be continuing on our journey of building the most beautiful of them yet. If you're new here, our main goal for this entire series is to get a fire cape with only one prayer as a hardcore Ironman defense spear with only one attack and one strength, and therefore during this journey I'm going to be shooting to get 43 strength bonus to hit 2s instead of 1s with a poison weapon on the high defense level mobs inside the fight caves. The only catch is getting 43 strength bonus on this build is going to require some complex problem solving and some methods that as we go along will become extinct as these videos release. Speaking of extinct, some things have already been fixed from our last episode which I didn't even think were bugs themselves. One, you can no longer start in search of a Myrq without the Nature Spirit quest totally completed. Secondly, you can't even start Nature Spirit quest now without Restless Ghost totally completed, meaning you can't go through the northern entrance of the swamp without 11 prayer, unless you're me on this account of course. On a short recap, we've also made recoils in the previous episodes which will be necessary for Jad, but a catch here is, once again, the method to make recoils through Raids 1 no longer exists for Ironman with only one magic. Therefore, we won't be repeating this, but I have some of these old clips gathered today where I did in fact make enough recoils, I believe, to take on this goal and many others. Last episode we used some of these recoils to complete quests that otherwise should be impossible without them. We also found new navigation routes that have never been heard of and much more. Stay tuned for more today in the Defence Saga. But first I wanted to let you know that today's episode of Defence Saga is brought to you by my good friends over at Bespoke Post. They've sent me a lot of things in the past, they have wonderful boxes. This right here I use all the time. I used actually recently on my honeymoon trip. As well, one of my favorite products from Bespoke Post in the past has been this beautiful knife, which I will be using to open yet a new box that Bespoke Post has sent us today. You can also preview these boxes before you get them shipped. You can see what comes inside and decide if you'd 1. Like to keep it, 2. Like to swap it for a different box, or 3. Skip the month entirely for no charge. Each of these boxes also have around a $70 retail value, but you only pay a fraction of the price. So what I love about Bespoke Post is they package all these small businesses products into these boxes and you can find stuff you wouldn't even know where to look for. Now one of these things I ordered recently which I'm super excited to try out is this rain jacket here, because it does rain over here in Oklahoma. Not quite today, but you know what they say, be prepared. I'm a Boy Scout, I was like a Star Scout, you know. So we are prepared. We are prepared for any kind of weather outdoors now, and let's see what else we'll be prepared for next. Be prepared. You never know when your feet are going to get cold. That feels like a real, genuine moccasin right there. Look at that. That is quality. So it's not raining today, but you never know when it could be. So go to bespokepost.com/Rendi20 to get 20% off on your first purchase, or enter code Rendi20 at checkout. I'll see you guys there. So today, be prepared, we're going to complete some more quests with some weird mechanics along the way and otherwise impossible feats. As well, we're going to complete some more medium clues in hopes to get those spiked manacles, which I will need for +4 strength bonus, which adds a lot to our 43 strength bonus goal. As we got the strength Amy trimmed from medium clues last episode, that's the last item I'll really be looking for in the medium clue grind. Besides completing more clues and more quests that otherwise should not be possible with normal means, we're going to be focusing on upgrading our bronze spear KP to an iron spear KP, which requires us getting an iron spear and then doing the Tai Bwo Wannai trio quest line, and we're going to be doing this quest in a way that hardly any other account has ever done, something that never gets me XP in range. Like last episode, in today's episode you can also expect us to try more new unorthodox methods of navigation. As well, you might even expect me getting some hunter levels up, even enough so to get lucky Implings, open some of those, and hope to get a Fermentic Kilt, which is going to be required for, yes, its singular +1 strength bonus in order to hit our end goal of 43 strength bonus and hit 2s with a poisoned weapon. So yes, that's a lot of goals for today's episode, and we're going to be trying to hit as many of those as we can. I hope you're enjoying the series, and let's get into the meat of the video. Okay, as you know, I just got full adamant finally from other medium clue reward caskets, and I can finally do this equipment clue step, one of the few I can actually complete. Right off the bat here, going into another clue, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Let's see what we get. We did get a unique, but it's nothing I can ever use. Future Rendi speaking here. I do appreciate all the advice I've been getting in the comments about using Dark Lure. These are old clips, and we're only like 15 clues deep. But as you'll see later on, I do end up using a Dark Lure alt that was given to me by a friend, so you can expect that and more to come. This should be clue 18. My inventory is really full because I can't yet build the medium area equipment crates because my construction is so low, but once again, garbage. Let's continue on. I don't know if you missed it in my last video, but I have been using this secret, unorthodox, weird travel mechanic for quite a while now. It's the last cutscene from a Tale of Two Cats quest. I never completed the quest. I'm able to basically chronicle teleport, then go to Draenor Manor, then go to this cutscene and click off once a dialogue pops up, and it has a return teleport to Berthorpe. So I don't have to waste my games necklaces that I spent a lot of time enchanting. I currently have 100 in the bank right now, but I'm trying to save those. So yeah, there's a lot of Berthorpe steps, and ones even around the Death Plateau area like this Saba clue step. So right here, I'm going to be back in Berthorpe. There we go. And now I can make my way to Saba and complete that clue along with many others in this area. Now, not only can I not do a lot of equipment clue steps, but there are some clue steps like this one here I can't do. I don't have 40 range to get into the guild. Another clue I can't do, my range is 1, I'm a defense peer. And another clue I can't do that's equipment, it requires 40 range. Once again, I'm 1 range. I'm 1 attack, I can't wield an Addy halberd. I'm also 1 magic, I can't wield a mystic robe bottom. So I can't do these clues. A lot of them, I would say 50% in total, I cannot do. And I know a lot of you have suggested this, but clue juggling is not optimal on this account. It takes me a lot of time to get from place to place. I have to walk a lot of places, so juggling a clue would take forever. And instead, it's just easier for me to go back to Eclectic Implings and get another medium clue. I finally found an equipment clue I can do, but almost every other defense peer in the game that's an Iron Man can't do this because, one, I have 1 prayer, and I'm into Mortyania, and I have access through the north end of the swamp from Nature Spirit, which is no longer possible as well. If you haven't noticed, any NPC fight on this account is very unbearable. I'm 1 attack and 1 strength. What do you expect? But it takes me almost 5 minutes to kill this fucking snail and even get a poison off on it. Luckily, I do have poison right now, but we're gonna upgrade that spear later to something better. All right, here we go. He's almost dead, and the poison took care of him. I am sorry, little dude. Thank you for that shell, though. I shall now craft you into a beautiful hat to wear on my head. So first time ever having to do this equipment clue step, but now we'll have this precious snail shell on our head forever, or in the bank I should say, not on our head forever. Okay, so another new step, and a new kind of thing I'm going to do with this step here is once I actually talk to King Bolrin for this clue step, I'm going to start Trinum Village. I can't complete it because it gives attack XP, but I'm going to start it, and that way I'm going to be able to get back into this maze as quick as possible using that other little blue-headed gnome guy, because he'll know I started the quest and he'll know I need to talk to the king for the quest. So that's the plan. Alright, so I actually just got another casket off this step, and I'm going to start this quest here and have him navigate me out of the maze, and therefore I can use, his name is Elkoy, it looks like, not blue-headed gnome guy. I'm going to use Elkoy to get back to the maze anytime I need to for this step if it comes back up, which it probably will, and that's not good. Adamant, again. Nice. Okay, so people asked me why not use your Berthorpe Games Room minigame teleport in your minigame tab rather than the necklaces if you don't want to waste those to get to Berthorpe. Well, this is exactly why. This step right here looks like it's all the way in the swamp. And guess how I'm going to get there? I'm going to have to use the Shades of Morton minigame teleport, as well as there's all these other steps I have to use minigame teleports for that are happening much more frequently than the Berthorpe one, and there's a cooldown of I think 20 minutes for these minigame teleports, so it's really not worth it wasting that teleport on Berthorpe. Now, if you missed it, I unlocked this minigame teleport by completing Shades of Morton, and yes, I'm 1 prayer. So it was kind of an impossible quest, but we still did it. We had to sacrifice 25 prayer XP for it, but it was well worth it because I have used this minigame teleport many times, and we're only on clue number like 20 right now. So 25 per XP any day of the week for this minigame teleport. Now this is the worst NPC to kill on the medium clue grind because it's got such high defense, but as long as I get it poisoned, I use some attack potion like there, and then just hide the rest of the time, I can usually get the kill within 5 minutes and then go on to the next medium clue step. Alright, this should be reward number 20. Let's open it up. What? I just got a master clue scroll. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those in my history of playing this game. I highly doubt we're going to be able to do that, if not ever even, with stats that we can get up, but let's see. Alright, so I could somehow do the first step of this master clue, and I've never had one of these either, but apparently you just spam click it and eventually it solves itself, hopefully. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm spam clicking as fast as I can on this puzzle box, or light box. Okay, wow, there we go. It actually works. Spam clicking can solve light boxes. Awesome. Okay, step 2 of the master. Can we do it? Pharaoh's Scepter. Now I can get the Minophyte robes. I probably can't even fight the double agent, but Pharaoh's Scepter, yeah. I can't even wield a Pharaoh's Scepter now that I think about it. It's a 30 attack requirement. so that's going to be impossible. I'm going to have to drop this clue. Another medium casket. Let's see what it is. Purple sweets, I'll take that. A teleport and a unique. Here we go. Wow, I keep getting uniques. If only those were the uniques I needed, like spiked manacles. Alright, if you haven't been able to tell, I've been on an agility grind, and that's mainly for some shortcuts I need to be using that make my life a hell of a lot easier, but also because I can recolor this graceful, and I want to be purple for a little bit, so don't blame me. I'm just trying to get some fashionscape on. But yes, we are 70 agility now, and we have plenty of marks of grace to spare. Yeah, much better. So yeah, we're in the wilderness right now on a hardcore Ironman with full graceful as well. I guess we're not over 20 wilderness, so I think we still keep it even if we die. Like I said many times, the hardcore status isn't as important to me. It looks cool, I guess, and the plan is not to lose it if we can help it, but I'm tired of doing red salamanders. This is like almost double the XP doing blacks out here in the wilderness, so I'm gonna stick to that, and there's probably a better method out there, but don't blame me because I don't know anything about skilling, so we're out here in the wilderness on a hardcore. Hopefully no one kills us. Jeez, I'm such a good guy. A friend of mine needed help doing Shield of Erev, and I hadn't had it done yet, so I said, what the hell, we're trying to get as many quest points as we can. Also, by the way, I poisoned this thing and stood under it with a red click, and I just opened up an interface, and yeah, the thing you last red clicked can't move if you do this. Pro tip. Okay, finally, a good friend of mine lent me his account to use the Dark Lure spell, and this is making catching these Implings so much faster, even though I now have to multi-log. Now, I won't name who this friend is who lent me this account, but you all can have a good guess on that, because anyone I name recently is probably going to get permabanned, so I'm trying not to name names, just know he's a good friend. This is so amazing because not only can I catch more eclectics from different spawn points on this account, but I also can go ahead and lure like magpies and ninja implings that are straight off towards the side. Another medium clue, another pile of junk. Let's go, baby. Holy shit, there's a white dot right there. He's skulled. He's in fucking green D hiding magic longbow. Afro Man Cam! Hold up, that guy's name is Afro Man Cam. He can't even attack me. 67 combat. Yeah, back the fuck up, bro. I'm just gonna teleport out if you attack me anyways. I got an Arty cloak on hand. 3 whole lobsters in my inventory. Let's go. Okay, so I just hit 80 hunter. I missed it. But also, that guy was the first person I've seen here. And I've been here for days on and off since, I think, 73 hunter. So we're doing pretty well in terms of not dying. Just the other day, I told you all that you'd never see me here again cleaning finds, but here we are, because I never even finished cleaning the finds necessary for all the kudos, and right now, I'm getting 200 kudos for the Fossil Island quest, because I need access to Fossil Island. There's medium clue steps there, there's Impling spawns there, in case anyone ever finds me a lucky Impling in the future, and there's even more like Herblore there, which I want to try out, so we're doing the Fossil Island quest now. Let's do it. Let's get 200 kudos. Alright, here we go. This is the by far most impossible quest I've done yet. That's a joke, by the way. Here we go. We finally made it and finished that awful ship part of this Bon Voyage quest and therefore completed it. I'm gonna go test out some Herblore and see how good of herbs it is, how good of Herblore XP it is, because once again, I like Herblore XP. You guys should go check out the plugin hub on RuneLite because there's this amazing Herblore plugin I just found before I even started that literally like routes me to the next possible rock to inspect or whatever the hell it is. I've never done this before, so this helps a lot because I have no idea what's going on and I'm literally a skill tard. So yeah, we're gonna spend a few hours here and just see how many herbs we can get, see how really efficient this is, because I did just get 80 hunter and I wanted to give it a test run. Okay, now obviously this is dependent on your Herblore level, and mine is pretty shit. It's in like the 40s right now, so it hasn't been the greatest, but 3 hours in, and this is all I've collected, which is really not a lot. This is like hardly any Herblore XP at all. I've gotten a little bit of XP as well, just searching the Herblore, but yeah, it's almost nothing, so I'm heading out for now. The hell, there's one right there. There shouldn't be any Implings in this spot. I don't know how that got past the barrier because there's none here. So I think I figured it out. Normally there's no line of sight into this middle area here so the Implings can't get in, but look at this. I did this for no reason at all, but I put a line of sight tool on here and I was able to see that, yeah, there is a possibility for some of these Implings to get into the middle area if they path just the right way through this weird line of sight on the corners of this wheat field in the very middle section here. And as you can see, yeah, once I go through the middle section, your line of sight and their line of sight is completely visible and they can move over the tops of the wheat, except for that very center section for some weird reason because it's just too close to the entrance portal. Also, another funny thing I wanted to add, I don't know if it's coincidence at this point, but I don't think it is. Everything's getting patched soon after I do it, or some things that aren't even supposed to get patched or that I even thought were really bugs. But as you can see in this clip here, I dark lure this imp, and it comes towards me, and I can catch it as soon as I click it on my alt account here, making the dark lure into the net catch on the alt extremely quick. But just about 3 or 4 days after I started doing this with the dark lure alt that my friend lent to me, well, it was patched, and it was even posted in the bottom of an update that you can no longer claim things that have been snared or dark lured for around 10 to 15 seconds, I believe, until after they've been doing it. So it slowed down the process a bit, yes, but it is still possible with the dark lure alt to do this. You just have to wait a little bit extra time before you can catch it on the alt account. So I finally stopped doing the UIM method of getting medium clues where I dropped a lot of supplies in the ground. Now I'm collecting a few bit of jars in the bank every time. Here's another instance where I don't want to use my game's necklaces, but instead of using my Birththorpe minigame teleport like a lot of you suggested, I went ahead and used Barbarian Assault teleport, and I'll just show you how long some of these routes are to run to the locations I need to go to. And yeah, I'm funnily enough a fucked up chicken right there. Alright, so here we're coming up on another clue step, far as hell away from any teleport location. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. Need range. I wanted to show you guys how much I hate Falador clue steps, especially the music track ones, because I have to run from the Chronicle spot to Falador. And now that we've made it all the way here, I believe this should be a casket. It's 5th step, and it's junk. Another power amulet. I think I have like 20 of those now. Just missed the reward chest, but we did get another loot of 6 purple sweets. We're gonna need thousands of purple sweets for fight caves, so I'm happy. Once again, another chest opening. Here we go. No. Wizard boots. I got a boot roll, and then another strength Amy trimmed, which I don't need, and of course it's wizard boots. Not the Manacle boots that I need. I can never wield wizard boots. Those require 20 magic. I keep pulling multiple uniques, but usually uniques I don't need. This time, I kind of do need that master scroll book. I'll take it. I got a lot of scrolls I gotta put in there, and it helps with my transportation a bit, having those scrolls in one place. As you can see, I have 3 teleport scrolls that are pretty stacked up already. A lot of these are great to use. I want to put them in the book now. Now, the Tai Bwo Wannai Trio teleport I can't use yet. I have not completed that quest yet. I've only done it partially. I think I'm gonna do that here soon and try and get an iron spear and be able to use that teleport by doing the quest, which is a huge perk in itself. More double unique loots and lumberyard teleports, which I will definitely take. I spent another 2.5 hours doing Herblore because I thought, well, I might as well get some Herblore as well as Hunter since I need 89 to catch lucky Implings, which I'm planning to do for a Firmament Kilt. Yes, that's like a 1 in 5,000 lucky Impling chance, or doing that possibly through elite clue steps in the future. I don't know yet. Anyways, I decided it's not worth it. The Hunter XP here is like half of what Black Salamanders is, and 2.5 hours of this Hunter method just was not good at all, and the Herblore XP, like I said before, is awful as well. So I missed the clip, but we went back to the wilderness here, and now I am 83 Hunter. Another casket, not an achievement diary, still waiting for that duck to be unfrozen, but yes, we got some more purple sweets. I will take that. Getting tired of caskets yet? Too bad, we need manacles, and we did not get them. We got trash again instead. Hell yeah, brother, let's go. If you were wondering why I got 70 agility earlier, this is the main reason right here. I want to go through this gate here. I don't want to have to go through the Drezel passage ever again, because one of these days, I swear to God, they're going to throw in some massive prayer XP drop to my account or something. So we're sneaking through the damn gate. That's what we're doing. All I want is one prayer. Please allow me to stay one prayer and I will be happy forever. Also, of course, because, well, lumberyard teleporting with those scrolls I get occasionally and running this way is much quicker than going all the way through that underground south passageway. Another clue.
More green d'hide and adamant.
Hey, look at that. More adamant. Even the unique's adamant.
Wow.
Another clue. Don't mind if I do. More green d'hide. But more importantly, more purple sweets. Hey, look at that. I've obtained a casket. More green d'hide. Wow, no way. And it's even a unique. Incredible. I had to switch it up a bit. Can't be doing clues all day, so I got 84 Hunter instead, baby. 5 more levels and we can finally catch those lucky Implings. Alright, I found a hard clue in my bank, so I'm going to try and do it. I can actually do the first step here, I believe. Also, 38 wood cutting off a canoe. Yeah, we use canoes a lot. We chronicle right next to them, and a lot of the time my home teleport has a 30-minute cooldown on it, so I do just go ahead and canoe right to Lumbridge like I am now, and I'm gonna have to make my way all the way to the desert from there to complete this step. Alright, another step. Let's see if we can do it. Only step 2. Ceradome Wizard, but it's not in the wilderness. Maybe we can do this. I've never tried to kill one of these. I don't even think on a main, so I have no idea what I'm up against. Alright, yes, I know there's a system update coming, but I think we have enough time to do this. We just have to get a poison off and then hopefully hide behind this tree here. I'm trying to get this thing in a flinch spot. There we go. That should be it. Yeah. Now I can flinch this NPC and hopefully poison him. This shouldn't be too hard. He's got kind of low defense for his combat level as well. And I've even got these normal attack pats if I need them. But this should be possible, I believe, as long as we can poison him and then wait behind this tree. Never mind, children. Always remember, the #1 rule of RuneScape, don't trust the wiki. I've hit this thing like 1,000 times and I have not poisoned him, and I believe it's because he has text over his head when you summon him. He's one of those weird NPCs that's immune to poison because of his chat timer. So we're gonna head out and use another strategy that will hopefully work. Oh wow, and look at that, he also has a 10-minute despawn timer. Crazy, didn't know that either. Doesn't say that on the wiki. So once again, the strategy for everything, and the new strategy to kill this wizard is to sip a super combat potion and log out inside of LMS to get a 17/1 boost. I will be hopping 10 seconds at a time then back to our destination to retain that boost without it falling, as well as bringing recoils and just face tanking this NPC. Is it possible? Can he do it? Will he have enough food? Is he going to be able to poke this damn wizard to death before he runs out of food? Is Rendi going to be able to poke this wizard until he is dead? Probably not, because he's so... So this was all to figure out, can I do these hard clue steps? Can I kill the wizards inside of these clue steps? Unfortunately, right now it looks like no. We're out of food, we've used all our resources. He's close, but he's not entirely dead, and it would take a lot of RNG currently with my setup right as of now to kill this thing. Now I think it will be possible in the future with brews and solely recoils and maybe hitting a 1 just to get the kill count, but right now I don't think that's going to be possible with the current food I have and the HP level I have as well. I've decided to go ahead and use some of my herbs in the bank here in order to get my herblore up even more. These are all from Herblore once again, and I'm going to make some attack potions, super attack potions, just everything I possibly can right now and see what we can get to. So here is the end result. 5.5 to 6 hours of Herblore has only gotten us from 40 to 45 herblore in total, 45.5 to be exact, which is
Complete shit.
so once again, I've decided to not go back to Herblore for Hunter. It's like 1/3 of the XP. And right here, right now, we're getting a lot more XP and 85 Hunter right there. Only 4 more levels till lucky Implings can be caught. Making progress on the long Hunter grind here. We are about to get 87 Hunter. There it is. 2 more levels to go. Missed the level up, but that's 88 Hunter. Almost there. You thought I wasn't a skiller? You thought wrong, because now we are. We have to be for this account build. 89 Hunter. That's the last of the Hunter I'll ever have to do on this account, I hope. From now on, we could just focus our Hunter on catching Implings. And it's going to be really fun to see what all of those Implings give us. So I'm really looking forward to this. The grind was well worth it. It wasn't terrible. I actually had some fun doing this. So let's go ahead and look at some Implings, shall we? So now that I can finally catch all of these Implings, I want to understand them. I want to understand the mechanics of how they spawn, where they spawn, what the NPC ideas look like, all of that good stuff. And I'm going to be doing most of that through the admin tools on RuneLite using the NPC indicator. As you can see here, I'm also going to be looking at a lot of Venezuelans wandering around inside of Piro Piro. So the first thing I've realized is these null IDs, the 93, 91 specifically, are the rare Implings, which are nature Implings and up. Now there's other IDs that are null as well, and those are typically the lower tier Implings like 93, 92. So this is because in Piro Piro specifically, the null Implings wander around invisibly before they spawn, so they never have the set spawn point and people can't just snipe them easily. Instead, they have to wait till the null IDs change to the real IDs, and that's about a 2-minute wait time inside Piro Piro specifically, and there you go. That nature Impling just spawned from a 9390, meaning it was a rare Impling spawn. Back there was also a 9392, which I believe spawned to be a baby Impling. Now in the main world, it's a little bit different. The IDs are different, and some of them are the same. The ones for the lower tier Implings seem to be the same, but the ones for the higher tier Implings seem to be a little bit different. Each Impling spawn in the main world has a chance of spawning 0 Implings or up to 2 Implings in invisible form. Then they take 5 minutes to become visible. Right here you can tell just by the numbers that they're going to be 2 of the lower tier Implings, and there we go. The 9391 changed into an Eclectic Impling right there, which I can catch, and that's because Eclectic Implings are under nature Implings still, meaning it is a lower tier Impling. Now there is a map as well to know exactly where all the Implings spawn, and you can find that on an old Reddit post or by contacting someone in one of the Impling discords. But a lot of the spawn points on this map are not exact, so I used the ones I knew to be exact that were used in series such as Swampoletics, and kind of studied the Implings first from there, like this one right in front of the Slayer Tower. To find exact locations of where these Implings spawned, I used the method that you could use with any other NPC. You trap it long enough on the side of a wall where it can't move, and after 5 minutes, it's going to go back to its original spawn location. So I could see exactly where this NPC spawns as a null Impling. So I mentioned earlier that the rare Implings inside the main world have a different ID null rather than those inside of Puro Puro, and that is 9389 instead of 9390. I found this by once again just camping the spawns long enough, and I was a little confused at first because I camped these spawns and nothing appeared. That's because I found out later, like I said, there's a chance that actually 0 Implings spawn in an invisible state every 30 minutes. But yes, technically, anywhere between 0 and 2 Implings spawn in that spawn point every 30 minutes. They then spawn invisible, and they'll show you their null ID if you have the NPC indicator tool with admin tools on RuneLite, and then after 5 minutes, they'll become totally visible for anyone to catch. Then if no one catches them for the 25 minutes that they wander around in their select 100 tile area, they'll despawn, then respawn as a new invisible NPC, or that chance of having 0 NPCs completely. So how do you determine when the 30 minutes starts and ends without ever having to camp there long enough and wading through spawns of 0 Implings? Well, on an alternate account in the same world, I would try using the NPC outside of the Tower of Life who counts ticks over his head to tell me exactly on what tick over his head the Impling would spawn in that relative world. And that's because worlds tend to lag after the server update. Any game world lag will make a drastic difference in different Impling spawn times throughout these worlds. One Impling could spawn at say 8:20 p.m. and the next one could spawn at 8:45 p.m. if there's been that much lag on the server since the last server update, which actually does happen quite frequently. I unfortunately found out though, the NPC in front of the Tower of Life resets his count randomly, meaning you never know an exact tick over his head that one of these Implings will spawn on. So because of that randomness whenever he resets, this plan was completely flawed. Instead, I found a more consistent indicator of server lag and exact server times in another part of the game, and that was the Shazian Gangster board that you need 60% favor to even use. On this alt account, I would click as soon as I saw a new Impling spawn, and every single time I did this, no matter the world, no matter the lag, it would always say a meeting is expected to start in 20 minutes. Meaning there's no gangsters waiting for a meeting, there's no other time that the server will have that the Impling will spawn. That means exactly at 20 minutes on the gangster board, an Impling will spawn across the world in a possible location or spawn 0 Implings at all. That timer on the board will always be what appears whenever an invisible Impling does spawn. Why do I need to know all of this now? Well, I don't need to know it now, but in the future, for a possibly crazy Impling mechanic and Impling grind, where I'm going to be catching over 5,000 lucky Implings, this information will probably come in handy. So there's actually a chat channel inside of Settled's Discord I found, where people are selling Ironman Implings depending on what kind of Impling you want. Most people want Dragon Implings, but I wanted some lucky Implings. So over the course of the last 2 days, I've gotten a couple of these. Still haven't opened the first one even yet, but let's see what these give me. So 20 Summer Pie is interesting, and 18 Onyx Bolts E. Nothing great, but those bolts can actually be sold for quite a bit inside of a shop. And this is not what I'm going to be doing for all of my lucky Implings, but here's a third one on day 3 exactly. So these are super slow to get through this method, even though I'm paying for them on an alt account. I don't have near enough GP to keep paying for these to get a permanent kilt, considering it's like a 1 in 5k chance. But let's see what we get here. Body runes. Nice. That is absolutely terrible. That's like the worst thing I could have gotten right there. So future Rendi coming at you with another example yet here. I'm no longer doing the UIM method for catching Implings and getting medium clues where I drop a lot of stuff on the floor. Instead, I'm catching the lower tier Implings and exchanging them for 3 empty jars at a time, and hoping to bank around 1,000 Eclectic Implings at a time. That way I can bank entirely all of the loot from Eclectic Implings, like curry leaves I can use to save watermelon patches, and even oak planks that I can use for construction, which I'll need down the line. Also, I'm once again using my Dark Lure alt in the bottom left corner, and there is no cooldown yet. That update will not happen for yet a few more days, coincidentally right after I started using it. The Dark Lure alt helps a lot for catching both the lower tier Implings for jars and the Eclectics that I miss along the way. Also, of course, catching those rare Implings that spawn sometimes in the northwest corner. Alright, so with my new advanced method here of banking the Impling jars for once, I've got 867 Eclectics, and all of these rare Implings I dark lured from my alt, which I'm going to go ahead and open now. I've got a lot of Ninja Implings. I've got even this Dragon Impling I'm hoping for glories out of to mount on my wall, as well as an upgrade to this Power Amulet for my attack bonuses. There's going to be a few possible loots here that I'm really looking for. Okay, first of all, the Dragon Impling, please give me glories. Snapdragon Seeds, not terrible. I can farm those later, get Herblore up, so not the worst thing. Let's continue and loot some of these Implings. So as you can see, a lot of alkables that I can sell to shops. This is going to generate me a lot of cash, I think, in the long run once I'm finally done with getting the spiked manacles through this Impling grind. As well, I obviously get a lot of drops inside of medium clue scrolls themselves that give money and items that can be sold to shops. So once again, Snapdragon, Dragon Dagger, Rune Bars, all kinds of stuff from these magpies and ninja implings that are just going to generate me a hell of a lot of wealth. And I plan for this account to have easily 100 mil cash stack by the time I'm even done with the lucky impling grind as well, because I'll be catching all kinds of implings during that grind, as well as this one here with the medium clues. Alright, a step I have yet to do till now for medium clues is to use this soundtrack with Cecilia and Falador. It is the one unlocked near the Black Demons inside of the Brimhaven dungeon here, and it is a long trek to get there, but we will get it done. So I missed the casket from that clue scroll, but as you can see, I once again just got a bunch of Addy shit that I'm gonna eventually sell to the shop. Another day, another casket, another day looking for spiked manacles, but instead, we get more Addy shit. Wow, would you look at that? More Addy.
More Addy.
So we just got a Crandor step. I wanna see if this is possible because I noticed it. Okay, why is there a Crandor option on the charter ship mid-quest if you can't actually charter there? It's just literally a tease. There is no reason for this to be here. As you saw in episode 3, I did a Crandor step, and now I'm gonna have to go back through the secret passageway all the way in Karamja Volcano just to get back to that step. Okay, here we are. So I found the most efficient way to get back to Crandor steps is literally just a Fight Pits minigame teleport and then run through it inside of the volcano, come out the other side, then run all the way to the other side of the island once you're on top of it. Okay, another casket. Let me guess, is it more Addy? Nope, it's another Power Amulet instead and another Fire Battle Staff. We are almost at a whopping 50 medium clues and more Addy.
Awesome.
So I've decided I'm gonna kind of do farming, and when I say kind of, I mean like I'm literally going to do it only when I have clue steps nearby. And that's because I need 30 farming for Enlightened Journey quest, and I don't have 30 farming yet, so I might as well plant some herbs. So like I said, only when I'm near the patch for a clue step will I really check on these or plant them even. I'm going to do limpworts, herbs, and watermelons to make super compost, eventually ultra compost. Alright, guess what? We have another casket. Okay, that's kind of a cool unique. I forgot that was even like a possibility, but I can throw that thing on and look at least halfway decent now. Look at that. I'm a leprechaun with a black leprechaun hat. Cool. So like I was mentioning last episode, there is a clue step in the swamp that's super close with this boat route. Rather than having to wrap around that entire winding path with the snails going west, the boat makes it so much easier to get to this area. This should be clue number 50. And we have more adamant. Now I'm still coming across clues I cannot do for now, for a very brief moment in time. All I have to do is poke my head in and out of the Smoke Devil Den near Castle Wars real quick. Success! Okay, so I was able to play Cecilia the song from the Smoke Dungeon, but now she wants me to do a step that I can technically do if I had that Addy Square Shield. Normally you would hear of an Addy Square Shield and think that's probably a joke to get. He's already gotten like 1,000 pieces of Addy in the last, who knows, 2 hours? But unfortunately that Addy Square Shield is the one thing that nothing drops, no clue gives, and no shop sells. Well, there's some things that drop the Addy Square Shield, but it's a lot of kill count, and they're very high level, and it's a very rare chance of receiving. So my only real hope right now is to use these 2 crystal keys I got from Magpies to get a 1 in 64 chance out of this chest of the Addy Square Shield. Already failed the first one, Uncut Dragonstone, that's it. And a Spinach Roll, nice. Definitely not an Addy Square Shield. We'll drop this clue and try again another time. Finally got another casket.
More Addy.
But not the Square Shield. So I finally got the one singular medium clue step that's near this Mortyania patch, and that is the Frankenstein Castle clue step. I've only got herb seeds and limpwort seeds right now, no allotment seeds like watermelons, so I'm going to go ahead and plant these as well. I'm not going to be able to check on this patch again until I get another Frankenstein Castle clue step, which might be a long while. In the future, I'll take farming more seriously, but right now, I just really want to get these spiked manacles out of the way. Alright, I just got yet another casket. Let's see what it gives us. Purple Sweets and Addy. Purple Sweets I will take for sure. 14, that is a lot. Somehow another casket on the same step in the same place. Ooh, a nice unique there. Some cosmetic fashionscape. A penguin mask. Wow, I can pretend to be a penguin now. That is awesome. Not really. Another casket and another animal mask. A cat mask. Oh, I love being a cat boy. I'm going to throw this on and just check out how amazing that looks. Wow, I'll never wear that. And here we go, number 55, more adamant and a short bow. I somehow had an easy clue in the bank. Let's see what this gives us. Ah, 2 pieces of black. That's actually good for an easy clue. Completed yet another medium, and I somehow got even another master clue scroll. Let's see if we can do beyond step 2 on this one. Alright, what is Sherlock gonna give us? Is it going to be possible? Probably not, because my stats are terrible. Okay, no, I cannot use spirit trees. I could plant that eventually after a long farming grind, but I can't use that because I can never do Trinium Stronghold. It'll give me 30 attack, so I have to drop that. But I have a medium clue here as backup. So a huge step in new navigation for this account and doing these clue scrolls is going to be starting the Courser Curse quest, because I once again have 1 magic, it's hard to get around. So I'm going to be taking the Arty Cloak to the Arty Dock, then to the Remington Dock, and then I can take the Remington Dock to the Courser Cove Dock once this quest has been started, which I'm doing now. So why this is important is there's 1 medium clue step, as you can see here in Courser Cove, maybe even 2 that I can do that I can get to quickly. And this is the 5th step, so it should give me a casket, yep. More adamant, of course, but also Piscatorus teleport, so I have better transportation to that 1 clue step over there, as well as some others. No, but the other huge reason I started this quest, I'm not going to finish it quite yet, eventually I will, but I started it for the shortcut over here that I can use. I have high enough agility, and this will put me in the Felda Pills area. Now, I have limited Felda Pill scrolls from medium clues, so I run out of them quite often. So this is a super quick route to get into Felda Pills, way faster than taking, say, Castle Wars down here. Sometimes I even have to take the Arty Cloak spot all the way to the Felda Pills area for mini clue steps, so this is way better. Another casket, and looks like we're going to get more adamant. Yay. Another day, another medium clue casket, and of course, some more adamant. So I don't know how many times I have to mention this, but the medium clue grind on this account is extremely painful. Not only is my transportation limited because my teleportation is so bad, but I have to drop so many of them. Look at all these first step medium clues I pulled out of the bank from Eclectics here that I had to drop. 3 in a row in the last 2 minutes before they disappear from the ground. Like, for instance, I can't do this one because it's Steel Longsword. All the other ones have different weird restrictions to them, like this one. I can't get the Miscellanea because I can't do Fermentic Trials to give Strength XP. This one right here, I can't wield a Maple Longbow. I don't have range as well. So there's all kinds of limitations to these clues. I can only do about half of them, but like I said, juggling them is going to take longer than just opening a new Eclectic and moving on from there and getting more in the future. I believe this is going to be the first mystery box on this account. You always have to take the mystery box. You never know what kind of surprise you're going to get out of that thing. So here we go. Let's see. Haha, 1 body ruin. What a surprise. We're getting up there, casket 61 and more adamant equipment. Awesome. Any day now spiked manacles would be good, but instead we're getting
more Addy.
Okay, after literally a day, I got another Frankenstrain Castle step. That means I can finally check my patch I planted in Mortyania and possibly see if all of my herbs and limpworts are dead. Some people call me a pessimist, but I'm just a realist. Look at this. The limpwort is dead.
The herbs are dead.
I waited a day for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Maybe next time, though. So I knew this day was going to come. It finally has come, unfortunately. Cecilia wants me to play her Cave of Beasts. I can't unlock this soundtrack till the very last room of the Mountain Daughter quest, and that's what I'm gonna have to do right now. Unfortunately, I cannot complete the Mountain Daughter quest. I'll be 1 step away, but that's because it gives prayer and attack XP. Okay, I'm finally on the last step of this quest where I can unlock this music track. I've been walking around RuneScape with like no transportation for the last 45 minutes to get here, but there we go. Cave of Beast unlocked. I can finally go back to Cecilia. No, I'm not killing the Mountain Daughter because that bear head's ugly as fuck. Let's get out of here. My middle name might be Bad Luck because, once again, I'm getting a lot of medium clues being thrown on the ground. This is like the 4th one in the last few minutes. It looks like I'm hitting around 55% of these being dropped on the floor. Here's another equipment clue step I could do, and I got a casket from it, so this is great. But what's not great is more adamant equipment. Equipment clue step, casket as well again. Let's see. purple sweets, double-digit purple sweets. I will take that. So as you saw, that last step was in Catherby, so we're finally getting to the Catherby farming patch after several days. I'm planting limpworts and herbs once again. As well, I was thinking about maybe planting bush patches because there's a lot of bush patches along these routes. Right next to Chronicle, there's one. Right next to Artie Cloak Spot, there's one. There's just a lot in my pathway of doing these clues, and I don't have to replant them. I could just pick them for some passive farming XP. All right, I've got a whole nother massive amount of loot from Magpies, Ninjas, Eclectics, medium clue steps with Addy in them that I'm gonna go ahead and sell to the shop. Once again, I can't high alch. There's probably better shops I can sell to, but I'm an idiot on some things inside of this game, so I'll probably figure that out later. Right now, I just need some coin. Not a lot, but I think I'm going to buy some more sapphires and gold bars with what I get from these, as well as a cannon, because I'm going to need a cannon to do Tai Bwo Wannai Trio, to get my Iron KP Spear, to get access to that new teleport where a lot of clue steps are around. You're going to see why I need a cannon here in a bit, because it's a lengthy explanation. But yeah, I need a cannon, and I need the money for a cannon, because that shit's like 800k, I think. I had to stop what I was doing because I got called out in the settled Discord Impling Finder thing, and there is another lucky Impling. Hopefully it's going to give us something good here. Let's see. Alright, I actually caught that thing first swipe. Let's see what it gives us here. Open the jar up. Oh, look at that! More adamant equipment! I'm gonna sell that straight to the shop. Okay, we're finishing off our sales to this general store. I realize I can go to the rogues one for high alch value, but I don't have 50 thieving yet, and I'm really fucking lazy, so I'll do that eventually, but not today. Also, I have more things to sell, so don't worry. We're going to be able to afford that cannon very soon here. Like I said, I have a lot more alchables to sell. Check out this sweet, sweet inventory here. This is going to probably be a whole nother 600k is my estimate. We're going to be able to get that cannon and some more recoils all in one go. I love Implings, and I love clue scrolls. I don't even have to go to LMS for my GP anymore. It's fucking amazing. I was actually pretty much spot on, I think, with that estimate. I'm at 1.2 mil, almost 1.3 mil, and that's going to give us enough for a cannon and, of course, sapphires, gold bars, all of that good stuff. So let's get out of here and continue on the grind. I found some more scraps in my bank, actually, like these black dehides and these gemstones. I'm going to go ahead and craft all of these gemstones and these dehides just so I can sell them for even more money because I'm a greedy little bitch. Ha ha ha, so not only do we get more money, but we also get more crafting XP. I love it. So I've got all the hides and jewelry in my inventory, but more importantly, now I'm buying some coal and iron. I'm gonna be making steel bars, and then I'm gonna be turning those into some cannonballs. Just a few. I'm going to be using a method to kill the monkey inside a Tai Bwo Wannai Trio quest with 0 range XP, 0 magic XP, because normally you have to kill the monkey with anything but melee, and I want to keep my 2 range XP and my 5 magic XP from Tutorial Island. And I want to keep that always at that point. Always as low as possible. I don't want to make my account uglier than it is at any point in time during this series. So we're going to find a way to kill that monkey that has 5 HP without getting any range or mage XP. And that's going to involve using this cannon that I'm buying soon and cannonballs. So here we go. I'm making the cannonballs. I just need a few in case I hit zeros. I just need 1 successful hit on the monkey probably to kill it for 5 HP. I mean, I guess I could hit like a 3 or 4 or 2 or 1. Once again, stopping everything I'm doing. Had to run all the way from the Artie Cloak spot to this gnome stronghold in the very back of it. All right, so let's see what this gives us. Hopefully Fremnit kilt, but no. 14 death ruins. Ruins, not ruins. Today is filled with a lot of people finding lucky Implings, so here we've got another one. I used a Narda teleport and a carpet to get here pretty quickly. If we can catch it, there we go. Let's see what this gives us. 20 tuna potatoes. Okay, very unique there. I don't know what the chance of that is, but that's some good food. I guess I'll take it. So here we're buying more sapphires. They're like 400 each, so they do cost quite a bit, but we need more recoils. I'm shooting for around 2,000 recoils, 200 games necklaces to complete the recoil and games necklace grind. I'm not really going to yet expose what I likely need these recoils for, just because I like to keep my methods and everything hidden until the time occurs where I actually show them in a video. But we've already gotten 900 rings made. We're going to make another 1,000. It's going to take a long time. I'd say 20 to 30 hours to actually enchant these recoils and these games necklaces, but it's definitely going to be feasible. I got called on for another lucky Impling. Let's see if we can catch this here. No, he's going over the water. What? I'm going to have to go all the way around that agility obstacle. I went all the way around, and guess what? The Impling is nowhere in sight. It literally despawned. I had to swipe at it, but I couldn't get it, and it despawned. Lucky Impling, more like unlucky Impling. Right, the lucky Implings are just coming in today. Here's another one. I can't even catch it. Maybe I should get 99 Hunter. There we go. Thank you for the good luck, broski. Let's see what he actually gives us here, though. 5 Runite ore. Amazing. Okay, so I said I don't have to do LMS for money anymore, but I still need more wilderness crab teleports to enchant those like 2,000 sapphire rings I have in the bank. So yeah, we're back at LMS, but luckily there's very unsophisticated bots here that I just far cast, and I staff switch 1 tick into the range spell there, so I hit them every single time with the crossbow and rigor on while they're in mage gear because they're trying to hit me with mage because my range protects on. There we go. I only had 3 food left there, but still, I can usually out DPS them that way. And guess what I do after I get one of those kills off one of those bots? I run in the corner and hide, trying to get the 4 LMS point boost from being the last 2 participants in the game. And it's actually working quite well today, so. Okay, so I finally got enough points, I believe, for these wilderness tablets. I have 41 here. I have another 12, I believe, in the bank. So I'm going to go ahead and use these for the method I covered in episode 3. If you want to check it out, it's very complex and takes a long time, but it's 0 magic XP. I'm 1 magic. I'm able to boost to 7 magic to enchant these recoils. And yeah, we got a lot of sapphire rings to enchant, a lot of sapphire necklaces to enchant, and I'm gonna go do that with these 53 wilderness crab teleports. This should be more than enough even if I mess up a few times on the teleport. So once that is done, I'll have around 200 games necklaces and 2,000 recoils banked. But now I'm fishing. I need 62 fishing plus that fish pie I made last episode in order to get 65 fishing boosted for Tai Bwo Wannai Trio. But I ended up getting this medium clue along the way, the first one I haven't ever gotten from Eclectic Implings. So let's go ahead and see if we can actually do this one. So I got a couple of medium clues through medium clue bottles, both of which I could not complete, but I've switched up the fishing spot here. I'm gonna bank my salmon and trout at Shiloh Village because I need some extra shit tier food. My cakes are all gone. And no, everybody, I can't do barbarian fishing that gives strength XP, but this should be it. 62 fishing. There we go. I can now use my fish pies I made earlier, and I can use those in order to get 65 fishing and complete Tai Bwo Wannai Trio. But first, I realized a miracle has happened. Falador is no longer frozen over, and you know what that means? I can kill this duck. It is no longer frozen in the pond from last episode. It is actually going to die right here, right now, and I can now finally complete the Falador Easy Diary. Let's do this, if I can hit. There we go. Die, you piece of shit. Yes, baby. Falador Achievement Diary step completed. Alright, so for Tai Bwo Wannai Trio quest, you do need an agility potion. Luckily, while I was doing these Falador Diaries right here, I realized there's some swamp toad legs which you need to actually make the potions. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up one of those. I now know something I'm never going to do is this agility course ever again because this has been terrible. I need 3 tickets. I'm trying to get a toad flax to make the agility potion, and I finally have gotten the 3 tickets required to exchange that in for the reward of 1 singular toad flax herb. Alright, here we go. We're going to exchange our 3 whole tickets for a singular toad flax. And of course, it's noted. Awesome. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I hate Zaya and the way it's fucking laid out. I had to walk all the way and climb all the way up this mountain from down there in that port. We finally gotten, though, a steel spear from the shop. They don't sell iron spears, but they do sell steel, and that's better than bronze, so I can turn that in for the spear requirement of this quest. So you know how I said I was never going to come back here again? Well, I realized I need a 4-dose agility potion, not a 3-dose one. So instead now, yeah, we're back here again. We have to get 3 more tickets, and I had to get more swamp legs as well. Future Rendi speaking here. So I'm talking to this monkey on Discord, right? And he tells me, yeah, you can fish out of this Karambwan spot, the one that's north. It's labeled a Karambwan spot, so it's very believable. I've never done skilling in my life. I don't know anything about this. Anyways, I consume a fish pie. I think I consumed my last fish pie, and I'm logging out every 10 seconds here trying to retain the boost and fish a damn Karambwan. But I just keep popping out of the water every time I dip down 2 times in a row and then just stop fishing. So I don't think this fishing spot works. I had to then hop 10 seconds at a time and make my way over through the fucking jungle with NPCs attacking me, trying to avoid combat so I could keep my boost and not have to go make more fish pies, and then make my way all the way, to the real Karambwan spot with my last boost of the fish pie to hopefully fish 2 Karambwans, 1 for my new iron KP spear, and then 1 for this steel spear I have to turn in. Okay, so I'm hopping 10 seconds at a time now, trying to retain my last fish pie boost to get 2 Hobgoblins because I do not want to make another one of those. All right, this is it. This should be the real spot. We've logged again just to retain boost. Come on, fish me a Hobgoblin. First try. It took a second to fish that thing versus the fake spot where I couldn't fish jack shit. Let's see if I can catch another few of these. Okay, that one wasn't first tick this time. I might have to log, but yeah, I think we can get this done. Okay, a second one. There, we've got it. We've got the Hobgoblins we needed. It just all required the proper fishing spot, but now we can actually continue on in the quest. Look at that. I've got 3 poison Hobgoblins cooked, not burnt. I can use those for spears and whatever else I need. All right, I'm finally to the part of Tai Bwo Wannai Trio quest where I have to make the ultimate sacrifice for the cannon, and that is, I believe, 750k cash. It's like 3/4 of my entire wealth of GP here, but it's gonna be worth it. I can always sell this back, I think, too. I don't know how much it'll sell back for, but hopefully I can get some money back out of this. Let's see. Okay, 75k a piece. That's not bad. It's a very bad investment, but it'll be worth it to complete this quest, to be able to use that teleport, and then to make a new Iron KP Spear. Alright, I don't know if you guys saw this, but in this cutscene in my Lower the Better series, in my Barrow's Gloves one, the first one I did, this was actually a return force teleport, one-time use. You have access to the inventory and you can teleport out during this cutscene, but even though you can teleport out now, there's no longer a return force teleport, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately. Jagex actually fixed this bug. There's a lot of bugs in my old videos that they just never fixed, or it took them years to fix, surprisingly, and these videos had like 200k views. Anyways, good job Jagex on fixing this. Thank you very much. Alright, we are finally to the step in the quest where I explained to you why I need a cannon and why I just wasted all of my GP on this thing. You can't attack the monkey for the monkey corpse with melee in this part of the quest. It doesn't let you. You gotta use mage or range. So, spawn hitting has been fixed. You can't use range or mage to spawn hit anymore. Besides, with a cannon. Now, what was spawn hitting? What is spawn hitting? It's basically just hitting the NPC the ticket spawns, and that gives you 0 experience in the skill you hit the NPC with. And like I said, that's been fixed with melee, range, mage, but it has not been fixed yet with a cannon. So we're using a cannon today to hit the monkey on the first ticket spawns. Try to avoid hitting everything else around me in this area as well, because that will give range XP, possibly even 2 range with as much shit that's around me. There's like jungle men, snakes, pirates, everything like that. But this is the best location I could find to do this. Surprisingly enough, there's not many that have Hobgoblin monkeys in them that are very nice to use. Now, maybe not the best location exactly. I'm trying to figure out where the cannon should exactly be placed and where the monkey spawns are going to be at, with alt accounts killing them and seeing where they respawn here. So I think this placement here is going to be the best bet. The monkey will spawn exactly south of the cannon. There's a lot of things around it, but as long as I kill them off on my 2 alts, if I had more I could just aggress them, but I only have 2 alts and there's like 5 NPCs. So I kill off these NPCs, I believe, in between the respawn timers, and time the monkey spawn exactly between the other respawns of the other NPCs. So as you can see, yes, this is extremely sweaty. I'm killing these NPCs, and I hope I don't hit them with the cannon I have loaded here. There's multiple monkey spawns that can spawn that aren't on the first tick. There's a snake I have in the background there on 1 alt that I'm taking aggression on. I should have honestly just bonded more accounts, but I'm too much of a peasant to do so. So we only have 2 alts. One's taking aggression. Some guy just killed my fucking snake on the other alt. One's taking aggression of the snake in the back, making sure it's totally out of the line of sight of the cannon there. I flip the cannon around, try and interface it so it stops right in time. I just failed. It's 1 spot over, so I'm gonna have to try and empty this cannon out without firing off more XP. Okay, we're good now. So I'm gonna try this again here in a second and get the cannon on the exact right tile south of me where this 1 monkey spawn will spawn. So yeah, these snakes have extremely fast respawn timers as well as the monkeys, so I'm trying to kill these in chronological order. I'm killing the snake after the monkey, then having the monkey respawn again. It's hard to even explain this, but let's try and interface this. Okay, we interface the cannon on the right tile. The monkey should spawn there. There is a chance it spawns over 1 or 2, but likely it will spawn here. And now I just have to kill the monkey, and then I have to kill this snake over here on my alt. And then the monkey should respawn before the snake here, and I'm going to release the interface right as the ticket spawns. Has to be exact here. I'm going to press empty to release the interface, so I get rid of the cannonballs. Coming up here, I can see the spawn timer on my other client. And I think I timed that right, but I hit a 0 with the cannon. So the the monkey didn't die. That's why I made multiple cannonballs. Okay, another try. I've been here like 25 minutes trying to figure this out. And right now I've killed the snake, so it's gonna respawn soon. I'm gonna kill the monkey for now. I'm gonna rotate the cannon out with the interface and stop it. Oh my god. Thankfully I stopped that in time. That was extremely close to hitting the snake there. So now I'm gonna kill the snake and then wait for the monkey to respawn, and I should be able to release the interface right in time. Let's see. Come on. Yes! Thank the Lord God Almighty, I have slayed the level 5 monkey. Okay, after that stressful monkey situation, I've done more of the quest. I've completed it now. We can now use the Tai Bwo Wannai teleport scrolls. We can now hopefully buy an iron spear from the spear shop over there and make it into a KP. I'm realizing there might be a change of plans here. I can't get into the spear shop because I have to talk to this guy here who gives you 2500 strength XP after the quest. So I'm not going to be able to buy that iron spear. I'm going to have to get it through other, more sinister means. We still finished the quest though. I still got the KP. Right now I'm going to go ahead and just sell back my cannon now for a fraction of the price that I bought it for, because who knows where I'll use this GP, probably on charter ships, but yeah, I got some of it back. Alright, so I killed that duck earlier, I finished the rest of the Falador Easy Diary steps, and now we've got that 2500 XP lamp. I'm going to use it on Herblore again, of course, and our Herblore level's getting pretty high here, but still nothing compared to the 77 we're going to eventually need for the Weapon Poison Plus Plus to put on an Iron Dagger and kill all the mobs inside Fight Caves. Alright, so I've realized my farming plans as they come right now are pretty scuffed, so instead, I'm going to go ahead and start and finish Creature of Frankenstrain. This quest should be impossible because I'm one prayer, but once again, we overcame many obstacles on this account and we should be able to complete yet another technically impossible quest in today's episode. I just realized I forgot to mention, why am I doing Creature of Frankenstrain for farming XP, because it doesn't even give farming XP. It's because this quest is required for Garden of Tranquility, which gives farming XP. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I'm trying to get 30 farming right now for Enlightened Journey Quest to pick the willow branches from the tree, because once Enlightened Journey Quest is completed, I will have the ability to use the balloon transport system, which is going to be super good for medium clues. Alright, so I totally forgot I actually have to kill a mob or an NPC during this quest that has pretty decently high defense levels. So I'm using my super sets I made from Herblore earlier, and I'm getting my stats to 6/1. I'm not going to get an LMS boost for this, but hopefully I can poison this guy and just take him down as easy as possible. Luckily, I did bring a recoil with me. It's only got 4 points of damage left, so this is cutting it close. My boost is also totally drained. I'm going to be able to hopefully kick this to death with no boost. I don't know, it's got high defense. We'll see. I could get really unlucky and it could regen here, but I think it has just one more health, so I just have to kick it literally one more time. But yeah, the wiki was wrong. The recoil shattered, rise it died. Nice. There's the cavern key. But yeah, the wiki was wrong. I think that guy was immune to poison, that or I just got super unlucky. Here we go, another quest on this account that should not be possible, but I did get it done. I got it completed. And the best part is now I can go do Garden of Tranquility. So I wanted to show you all this. I just got called upon for a lucky Impling that's near the nature altar. So not only is this teleport scroll I can now use from the quest we just did super useful for tons of medium clue steps, but it can literally get me to the Impling in time, which I otherwise might not be able to reach and lose. Alright, here we go. We found the lucky Impling. It's still there. I got here super quick because of that new teleport. Let's see what's inside. A rune full helm. Surprising, but definitely not my best in slot. I already have a fighter hat. Alright, so finally starting Garden of Tranquility. This should easily get me past the 30 farming requirement once I complete it to do Enlightened Journey next, so I'm looking forward to that. You know how I was talking about unorthodox navigation and all of that last episode? Well, this would be one of them. I can technically take this statue off and put it on this trolley as long as I have the trolley in my inventory every time I home teleport to Lumbridge, and then push it through this bridge over here, and that'll always take me to Varrock Castle. Unfortunately though, I want to complete this quest. I want the farming XP, and also I already have a Chronicle, which is a pretty close teleport to the Varrock Castle, closer than having to wait every 30 minutes to home teleport and then go through the process of pushing this statue through the bridge here. But you should be able to see once I give this a few more big pushes here, I'm able to repeatedly end up inside Varrock Castle without the need for 25 magic or anything near the Varrock Castle that I otherwise can't use. Wow, that's so crazy. It probably will never be useful for any other type of account ever, but who knows. Alright, here we go. I'm completing Garden of Tranquility quest now. Another quest which technically should be impossible because I wasn't supposed to be able to do Creature of Frankenstrain, which is a requirement for the quest. But we got it done. We got 5,000 farming XP. Yep, well over 30. So we're good to go. We're good to go start Enlightened Journey quest next. But first, I wanted to get some construction up to level 34, I believe, for the clockwork table, because I'm going to attempt to find another unorthodox navigation route through the Cold War quest. I need navigation to Relica. My navigation to Relica currently is Blast Furnace minigame teleport, and then take the boat all the way outside of that area into the Rock Crab area, then run all the way to Relica through an agility shortcut. That route completely sucks. So I'm going to see if I can repeat the part of the quest inside of Cold War where he takes me to the Penguin Island, and then I can get out of the Penguin Island by traveling back on his boat to Relica, and repeat this again and again, because the Artie Cloak will take me right near Larry, who then will take me to that Relica transport station. So I've gotten some base construction levels, still not 34 yet, but I figured I might as well build the workshop now for the clockwork table as well. I might as well build a kitchen for oak larders, which I'll soon do. And by the way, these planks were all gathered through Eclectic Implings. They're just subsequent reward from me doing medium clues so far. I have a lot of noted oak planks from these things, and it is very handy. Like I said, the other supplies from Eclectics are amazing. Alright, so this should be it. 34 construction after this larder, and still, and still plenty of oak planks remaining from Eclectic Implings I'll use later on. But there we go, we got the requirements for Cold War quest. So also, even though I wasn't planning on completing this quest, I did go ahead and need to get the 34 construction because it's one of those weird hard required quests that requires you to have the skills before you even start it. I already went through Larry once to the iceberg, and I'm hoping he doesn't make me talk to him in Relica because I never repaired the birdhouse. That's why I still got these planks on me, and he requires you to have the equipment to even go with him. So I'm telling him I have him right here, but what did he just say? Have you got the equipment? Yes, I have it all. Off to the iceberg. Oh, and then he says, okay, so I thought he might take me back to the iceberg, but he won't. He's too tired to teleport again. There's a failsafe for this method. I can't use the navigation to Relica as many times as I want to, at least in this step of the quest. But there's other times he'll take me to the iceberg, I believe, later on in the quest. So I'm going to get to those and test those out as well. Okay, so because I have the clockwork outfit now, he should teleport me, or take me, I should say, back to the iceberg from Artie. Okay, he's not too tired this time. Awesome. So he's going to take me back to the iceberg right now, and my hope is that I can leave through the boat right here and end up in Relica and go back to Artie and try again at this exact step in the quest. Now, like I said earlier, I tried this, and he made me want to meet him back in Relica. So hopefully this time I can repeat this step in the quest without him being too tired and wanting me to meet him back in Relica yet again. Okay, moment of truth. Is he going to take me back to the iceberg twice in a row? Oh my god, he's actually doing it. Success! This should actually work then. This is a repeatable way back to Relica. Is it though? That's twice in a row. That has to mean I can keep doing it. I'm going to check one more time just to be sure. Alright, same step of the quest. He's already taken me to Relica twice. That means he should be able to do it again, right? It's already been over the one limit. He's too tired. Failure. So, weirdly enough, this step of the quest can take you twice, but the other ones can take you only once. I feel like he shouldn't have even been able to take me twice. That was probably somewhat of a bug in itself that was unintended, because he should only take you once, then get tired. Why did he take me twice? I don't know. But I'm going to continue on in this quest. There's one other part in the quest he's supposed to be able to take you to the iceberg. I'll see if it's repeatable. This is the last part of the quest he's able to take you to the iceberg on. Let's go do it. Alright, we're back here, time number 2. Last time he takes you to the iceberg, and he's too tired. Great. You let me down, Larry.
You're a real disappointment, my friend.
Watch this. Ka-chow! A 0. Yeah, I'm trying to get the defense of these stupid hobgoblins down because I can't hit worth shit on them. I'm trying to get an iron spear. There's literally no other option to get an iron spear. That mountain shop even, it only sells steel plus spears. I can't wield steel. Well, maybe I can. Maybe Jagex forgot to add an attack requirement. Who fucking knows? That's a very good possibility. Anyways, yeah, I'm here killing hobgoblins. We failed Cold War quest. We couldn't get the navigation to Relica. Maybe one day I'll actually complete it. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But yeah, I figured I'd kill these hobgoblins right here because I've actually already started an Enlightened Journey quest. I'm just waiting on that willow tree up northeast near Tavali to grow, because that's part of the quest, and then I can cut the branches off that willow tree and finally finish that quest and use the hot air balloon transport system. Alright, so I've been killing hobgoblins a few hours, no luck, but the willow tree is ready to be pruned. I'm gonna go ahead and take some branches off this. Now this is probably not gonna be enough branches to complete the quest, so I'm gonna have to go back to hobgoblins for a few minutes and wait for more branches to spawn from this tree. Hopefully we'll get the spear on our next trip to hobgoblins. I'm still killing hobgoblins on this peninsula with no spear drops whatsoever. We've gotten almost all the willow branches we need. The new ones should be grown here very soon, so I'm headed back there in just a minute. Alright, we're finally pruning the last of the branches we need for Enlightened Journey Quest. Finally, Enlightened Journey Quest done. Balloon transport access, more importantly, is completed. Let's go, baby. So there's always 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards in this journey. I just realized to get actually to the Grand Tree in a lot of the locations in the balloon transport system, I'm going to need fire making, and specifically to get to the Grand Tree one, I'm going to need 60 fire making and a lot of magic logs. So there's possibly going to be a large wood cutting and fire making grind ahead of us, but for now I'm going to go ahead and unlock the ones I can unlock, which are the first 3. Okay, what's the plan, Stan? Why am I mining right now? Well, I'm trying to get 42 mining to mine sulfur to get Lovakinj favor, and I want 100% Lovakinj favor so I can use the minecart system. I'm gonna pay the extra 100k so I can have unlimited access to those minecarts, and I don't always need GP in my inventory to use them. Why I'm going to do that is because I still need to enchant those other 1000 recoil rings, and I figured out the fastest way to do that would to be actually Ratcatcher's minigame teleport to Port Sarim every inventory, and then from that Port Sarim take the boat with Veos and then easily access the minecart system all the way to Quadi Morton, the exact area Raids 1 is in. It'll literally shorten the time of recoils by about half. Alright, so I've mined a shit ton of sulfur. Now we're just handing all the dwarves these scrolls to finish up the favor and to access the ability of using the minecart system. Alright, we've gotten 100% Lovakinj favor now, and I've also gotten minecarts unlocked. The first place I'm going to go is Shazian, because now I can go there. I have 100% Lovakinj favor, I have Marks of Grace, and this purple, it's going out of style. I also know a lot of you prefer me wearing gold, so here we go. Full gold, Lovakinj Graceful. Now that looks perfect. I am literally swagged out right now in full Gilded Graceful, and I'm such a baller that I'm gonna hand this dwarf over 100k coins just so I don't have to pay the 50 coins at a time to use his cart anymore. To be honest, the main reason for this is I just don't want to have to carry GP on me every time I access these carts. Okay, so as you know, I've already spent over 2 hours killing hobgoblins near that peninsula. I was only in that location because basically for that quest Enlightened Journey, I had to make sure that tree was growing properly and it was really close by. So now I'm gonna try something new. These hobgoblins are a little bit higher of a level, but there's 2 of them in multi here, so maybe I can poison 2 at a time and get the KC a little bit quicker. That is if they don't have a lot higher defense and don't totally shred mine. And I was right. I'm almost out of food. This just is not worth it. It is a little bit quicker, but I want something a little more AFK, so we're heading back to the peninsula near Port Sarim, near Remington, and hopefully we can get this spear soon because I just want to get this part over with. So we're back at the peninsula 30 minutes later. I've gotten something, but it's not an iron spear, it's a steel spear. By the way, these both have the same drop likelihood, 1 in 64 for a steel spear, 1 in 64 for an iron spear. So that's a bit unfortunate, but hopefully the next spear I get will be an iron spear for sure. Nope, it's another steel spear, 1 in 64, wow. Luckily, this man here gave me a break and told me the location of this lucky Impling, and let's see what it's gonna give us, if I can catch it. If I can catch it. Maybe I really should get 99 Hunter, if I can catch it. If I can catch it. This is awful. There we go. Let's see what's in this bad boy. Oh my god, 66 death runes? Oh my god, you have to be kidding me, a bronze spear. I've gotten steel spears, bronze spears, but not an iron spear. My god, this same guy found me another lucky Impling. Same location, different world. Let's see if I can catch this one without swiping at it for 6 times. Okay, here we go. Wow, first try. That was surprising. And a rune skirt. Rune skirt. Wow, that's so good. It's almost like I really don't need that, and I already have rune plate legs in my inventory right now. Alright, we're about 5.5 hours total of killing hobgoblins, and guess what? Another bronze spear. Not an iron spear. Fuck, I just missed the clip. I was so excited, but we got it. Iron spear. After like 6.5 hours total of killing hobgoblins. We got the iron spear 1 in 64 drop. Way too long to get a 1 in 64 drop from a hobgoblin. Okay guys, this is it. This is the finale. This spear will have taken me like 50 hours plus of game time to completely get in KP form. So here we go. Just gonna use it on... No. Why did I have a bronze spear in my inventory? I just used it on the wrong... I'm wielding the iron spear. Oh my god, why did I have that? I've killed too many hobgoblins. I have too many fucking spears. Luckily though, we have another Karam one. I don't have to make another fish pie, thank God. There's another paste, the last paste I own, and we're gonna use it on the right proper spear this time, the iron spear. And finally, there we go, iron KP spear. What a grind that's been. As you can see, it's our best in slot now. It's got an extra +3 stab bonus and an extra +4 strength bonus, so it is very handy. Much better than the bronze spear KP. I can poison things now a little bit easier. All of that for this shit tier spear, but to me this spear is amazing. To finish this video off, I just wanted to say I hope you all have enjoyed the video, and these are a little bit longer of videos, but that's just because you can watch these casually. You can play RuneScape yourself in the background and have this on. Just do whatever you want to. Now, I am going to be doing some kind of complex problem solving along the way through parts of these videos, and I'll be explaining in-depth mechanics in parts of these videos, but for the main part, a lot of it's just going to be casual gameplay. So, thank you all again for coming and watching today's video. I'll see you again next time. There's going to be some more impossible quests, some more crazy mechanics that have never been seen yet in video, and some more items that I hopefully can achieve in order to reach that 43 strength bonus goal. If you guys are enjoying the series, drop me a subscription, and I'll see you all next time.